Did you hear the story about the school in New York who served the kids chicken and waffles on the first day of Black History Month?
Yo.
And it caused an outrage.
Wait. Before you get outraged, hold up. Who plan was it though? That's the key. Like, was it like because usually schools have a group.
No, it was the school. They outsourced, the lunch to a company who serves them the meals. And it caught the school by surprise. They did not know that was coming. It was whatever company they used. I read the name of the article and I can't remember right now. They just sprung it on the school.
So the school didn't even know what was happening.
The principal was shocked. He was like, "What is this?" And everybody was outraged about it.
Is the company owned by black people?
I don't know about that.
Yo,
I don't know about that, but they got in trouble.
So who got in trouble?
The company.
Okay, perfect.
The school put out a statement, we didn't know that was going to happen. And the company put out some other statement like, I forgot even what they said. It was just like, we're sorry. It was bad timing.
Bad timing? That was planned.
My thing is, though, when did you get chicken and waffles ever?
Never.
School?
I still haven't had it.
Literally never happened. In school, you get pizza. They get tacos now, which we never got. You get pizza, tacos, chicken fingers, fries, stuff like that, right?
Yeah.
Especially watermelon. When have you ever gotten watermelon in school? Never. I've never gotten it. You know what I mean? So this wasn't even like, so let's say this would have been, let's say they usually sell chicken, they usually give chicken waffles out, right? But then they happen to put it out, like let's say they give it out once a month or something.
Yeah.
And then it happens to fall on the first day of Black History Month. This meal is not even in circulation, I don't believe. I have never heard my nephew, or any other kid go, you know what I had today at school? Chicken and waffles. Never. I was literally talking to one of the kids at church the other day. He was like, we got Taco Tuesday, Pizza Friday, blah, blah, blah. So they just sprung this meal out of nowhere. It ain't a good look. Ain't nothing you could say to make this look like an accident.
No, it was definitely.
Oh, we're sorry. It was culturally insensitive. Blah blah blah. I was like, you didn't know that?
They knew that.
Like, again, if you serve chicken and waffles prior to this, then it's different. It happened to fall on the first day of Black History Month. That's whatever. It's like, oh, if a school constantly has tacos, right? And then it's Mexican Heritage Day, and it happens to fall on that day, then you get tacos. Like, well, we usually get tacos. It just crossed paths. When do you get chicken and waffles? When do you remember that?
I still haven't even eaten chicken and waffles yet.
What?
Yeah.
We need to do that.
Yeah.
I
had a long-term agreement with a friend from the South that says, nah, you gotta.
What are these agreements you have? You have all these agreements with people that I'm not aware of that are insane. No. I'm like, well, let's go get a tattoo. I have an agreement with this woman that I can't get a tattoo unless it's blah, blah, blah. Listen.
Yeah.
This agreement with the chicken and waffles, it's done. I'm snapping it right now. You're done. Because I've had it many times, and it's great.
I'm sending her this clip.
Send it, because you're done. You're done. I don't care who it is.
I'm sorry.
The tattoo thing, fine. That's all.
I got mad promises with different people.
You need to stop promising so much.
No. Some people
you need to
know
stop
what
promising
doing.
so much. But let me tell you this: chicken waffles is great, right?
Yeah.
Culturally insensitive, yes. But if we was in school and this happened, I would have walked up to you and Dre, gave y'all the biggest hug, and I would have said, "Thanks for lunch. We couldn't have done it without you." Because chicken and waffles, like, I'm sure that some of the kids were like, this is fucked up, but point is...
You're a crazy guy.
Point is, it was insensitive. The other day at church, Pastor said... Pastor,
such a good Christian.
Pastor showed... I'm the tech guy there. I get paid to be there. Pastor showed a Black History Month video.
Oh, my God.
In the video...
Are we canceling Pastor?
You be the judge.
Okay.
This is about you now.
Okay.
This is only about you. I got nothing to say for this. I've got something to say about everything, but he played a video about Black History Month facts, right? And he showed in the video they highlighted black nerds. And at the end of the video, Pastor said, I specifically picked this video out for Mo. So he called you a black nerd, essentially. Do you identify as such?
What exactly is a nerd?
Well, they showed people into superheroes, people into games, people into things of that nature, card games, anime. They showed cosplay. You know what a nerd is.
I know what a nerd is. I just wanted to make sure. I wanted to see what was actually showed on the video.
Yeah, they showed cosplay. People dressed up as Yu-Gi-Moto.
I've never wore cosplay.
I feel like you should.
I should. I know I will do it, but I've never wore.
Or is that
cosplay.
another deal with somebody? Oh, I can't do cosplay unless it's as this person with this person in this town.
Yeah.
You have another agreement.
I have agreements with
What
people.
is agreement? What is this one now?
It's just like I have a group of friends that really into cosplay. Like, nah, Mo, you got to come out here with us, and we're going to do it. We're going to do an Airbnb. We're going to do everything right, and we're going to do it. Yeah, I have agreements.
We can have a cosplay orgy in the Airbnb?
Yo, that sounds lit.
All right, well, don't rub my leg when you say that.
Yo,
you put your leg on mine, bro.
I mean,
you adjust yourself.
It was just a quick thing.
Nah, that was subconscious. I'm not joining you. I'm not joining you.
You could be,
Do you identify as a black nerd? How do you feel that you were highlighted as a black nerd?
I don't identify as anything, so that's weird.
You don't identify as a male?
I just identify as Mo. So there we go.
Okay.
And I'm not black. I'm brown, so that's another thing.
Okay.
So, I'm not a shade.
Right. So what are you saying?
I don't agree with what he's saying. I just happen to like a lot of things that would be considered nerd, but I think everybody does.
Yeah. You know what you did like? You liked the movie You People. You want to talk about that?
I did like You
Give
People.
us your review.
So You People was not a definitely took a lot of inspiration from another movie we watched. Guess
I'll get to that. Don't worry about that. That's
but,
my point.
Yeah. But it was similar to a lot of other movies. I thought that since last year we had a lot of tension between blacks, African Americans, whatever. I'm gonna use your term, people terms, in the Jewish community. So I thought it was really fun to have something lighten the mood and the pressure and the tension between us, and just use humor. I believe in comedy. I think that most conversations can be had with comedy, and I don't think that we should take comedy as that serious. And there's a lot of Jewish writers in Hollywood, right? Like a lot of the movies you watch are Jewish writers making jokes about themselves and the community and other communities, working together with other comedians and stuff like that. So what I can't fathom is why people take things so serious. I didn't take it serious. I was like, okay, here's a conversation. Are we going to do the job of talking about it? Now, the problem with some people are like, it's a conspiracy. And my issue was that when somebody always labels something a conspiracy before researching it. And we're not going to get on to, I can do that on my show, but we're not going to get into what is a conspiracy and what's not. Because every time somebody speaks on something, you're just saying it because you believe it's a conspiracy and you don't do your own research. So that's a whole nother topic. But I actually liked the movie. Eddie Murphy was really funny as always. So I was expecting him to be himself as a father. Jonah Hill, I've never really watched a lot of stuff with him. He was really cool. I feel like he had a cool vibe. That was really awesome about him. His character was awesome. My favorite character, because I've never seen her before, but I saw her Flagrant. That's what made she and Andrew Schultz was the ones that made me watch and go, oh, I like Andrew. This chick is really cool too. She's a lesbian from, I think, L.A. or New York. I forget where she's
Speaking
from.
about Mo. Another Mo. You're a Mo.
Yeah,
He's a Mo.
Yeah, we're both Mo's. But I think she was really cool on Flagrant. So I was like, yo, I love her attitude. I love how she has a lot of love for the black community. And when she was in the movie, it felt like very genuine. Like, I guess that's where I really liked her about. It didn't feel like a character. It felt like this was a person she really was, and she's a comedian. And I thought her jokes hit it every time, and I thought she really wrote her own jokes. It felt like she wrote her own jokes, and I really appreciated that, in my opinion.
It was authentic.
It was authentic. Exactly. I really like that. I really like that. I liked her vibe the whole time. I fucked with her. I was like, yeah, I want to see her in more shit. So she was one of my favorite people because she's somebody I never saw before. And so the movie was really fresh face. I love fresh faces. I feel like Hollywood is oversaturated with the same people. Shout out to the LGBT. So other than that, the movie was really relaxing. It was not all. I sat there having a conversation with my girl about like what was going on in the movie, what we thought about it.
Social commentary.
Yeah.
Right.
So it was all there for me. I was like asking her opinion on subjects and stuff like that. Dating a different culture, all that stuff like that. Eddie Murphy's character was so I liked it, and I
Created a conversation.
So it was a good movie to me.
You said it was funny.
It was funny.
And what do you rate it overall?
We're going to 1 to 5 or
whatever your scale is.
I say it was a 6.5 comes to my mind.
Out of 10. Obviously.
Yeah.
6.5 out of 10. I
don't think it was the greatest thing ever.
I could see that. I'm in agreement. I don't usually do a 10 scale, but if I did a 10 scale, that's where it would be.
Yeah.
I thought it was funny, and I will say that some of the things said in that movie I don't watch a lot of movies, by the way, but I did laugh pretty hard.
I did.
At some of the things. My favorite thing my two favorite parts that I can remember.
Please tell me is when they came out to the church, or no, whatever, that's a synagogue, and the white man was like, under investigate. The Jewish man was under investigation.
Oh my God! You want to hear something funny?
That was hilarious.
I have a fun fact to anybody who watches Ray Donovan.
Okay.
This is like so out there, by the way. If you only have to watch Ray Donovan, so I'm going to speed through this, right?
Yeah.
So in the synagogue, when they're doing the church thing in the beginning of the movie, and he's talking to the doctor, and the doctor says, "Are you not the doctor, the guy before the doctor?"
Yeah.
And he says, "Do you smoke sausage?" Insinuating is he gay?
Yeah.
That guy in Ray Donovan's name was Ezra, and and he's talking to Jonah Hill, whose name is Ezra in the movie.
Yeah.
Isn't that interesting? It's not very interesting at all.
I didn't know that until just now.
You don't need to act interested because it wasn't interesting.
Didn't know that. Cool.
It was not interesting at all.
Great detail, my guy.
Very interesting to people who watch Ray Donovan because he was my favorite character in Ray Donovan.
Okay.
That guy, Ezra from Ray Donovan, was amazing.
Was he gay?
No, he wasn't gay. He was so funny though. But anyway, that was funny. But I really liked the father.
Oh my God.
With the exhibit stuff.
Yeah.
When my man said, "I like your braids," you know who has braids? Exhibit. I said, "Yo," and then he just kept on. And then at the dinner, he's like giving this whole speech, and then you find out halfway through that it's about Exhibit. That was great. That was great. Then in the car. When this was like a very small line that I thought was great because I love Eddie Murphy. The only reason I watch this movie is Eddie Murphy. I mean, I like Lauren London. I like Jonah Hill. Only thing I really love Jonah Hill in is Wolf of Wall Street. You ever seen Wolf of Wall Street?
No, not yet.
You better watch that.
I have to.
That's the best. List. That's a great movie. You're really behind on that.
No,
because that's like a classic.
It is a
modern classic.
Yep.
So when he's in the car with Eddie. And Jonah's like, I quit my job, but I'm gonna give it all I got.
Yes.
And Eddie's like, it's such a white thing to say. I'm gonna give it all I got. I'm gonna give it all I've got. I was like, that is first of all very true. And Eddie Murphy is just on point in everything I've ever seen him in. He's one of my favorite comedians. I got so much respect for him for like just the way he carries himself and like, I said this on the other show, but for somebody to say I could do a multi-million-dollar special, but since I have nothing to say, I'm not going to give you guys bullshit. You know what I mean? I respect that a lot about somebody to say, I'm not going to give you a subpar work and, because I don't believe it's great. Mm-hmm. And I don't know if that's true or not, but I don't know if he did come out and he did another special, if he would think it's whack, but we would love it. I don't know. I remember he's one of the only people I watched host SNL. I didn't watch all SNL. I didn't watch all of SNL, but I watched his clip.
Yeah.
I don't watch that show. I think it's a horrible show. For the most part, some of it squeaks, some good stuff squeaks by. David S. Pumpkins is pretty good.
Anytime Dave Chappelle, Eddie Murphy's on, Chris Rock, immediately watch.
Yeah, I agree. I'm in agreement with all three of those names. All love those guys. Mm-hmm. So I loved Eddie Murphy in the movie.
Even Kevin Hart.
Yeah, Kevin Hart's guy. I used to watch Kevin Hart when I was younger. I really don't right now, but I don't watch a lot of comedy specials or comedy movies.
Shame.
So I'm gonna give it, if on my scale. That will be a 3 out of 5, I would say. Mm-hmm. I think maybe a 3.5.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say a 3.5 because I wouldn't watch it again.
I think that's fair.
I wouldn't watch it again.
Me neither.
It was good for the moment. When she set the dad's kufi on fire, that was...
Oh my God, that was great.
Because it was so over the top.
It was.
And I didn't expect that in that movie. I thought it's like something that would happen in like a kids movie.
Yeah.
Or like for young people. So I thought it was good. I thought it was decent. Did you know that Jonah Hill and Lauren London never kissed in that movie?
Yes, CGI.
Even at the end, they never kissed.
CGI, baby.
This was a criticism I heard about you
Yep.
people, is that the chemistry between Lauren London and Jonah Hill was not there. I didn't pick up on that while watching
neither.
it, right? But when I watched other movies later on, especially the movie that I'm about to talk about, I said, you know what? They got a point. It wasn't there. Like if you watch other romantic movies, it didn't feel like they were that close.
Yeah.
So I'm not saying it was bad, but I'm saying I could see where you're coming from with that thought. Now, if you want to watch a really good movie,
This movie's good.
that was better than this, again, not downplaying this movie at all, but this movie was pretty derivative of.
Gotta bow down to the king.
And I think it took a lot. I mean, there's certain scenes
Rest in
where
peace.
you could see that it's like very similar scenes as well.
Yeah.
Everybody, especially for Valentine's Day.
Watch this.
Okay? Watch Guess Who?
Yeah.
With Bernie Mac and Zoe Saldana,
Yep.
Ashton Kutcher.
Great movie.
One of my favorite movies of all time.
Yeah.
My mom took me to see that movie as a kid when it came out. I've seen that movie so many times. We were just watching it before we turned on the show, before we started recording. It is very similar. It's Ashton Kutcher's the white guy. Zoe Saldana brings him home to Bernie Mac. Bernie Mac plays the dad, the stern dad. And Bernie Mac is just so funny in that movie. Ashton Kutcher is so funny in that movie. The chemistry between Ashton Kutcher and Bernie Mac is top notch. And I think when I really understood what people were saying when they criticized Lauren London and Jonah Hill, again, not saying anything was wrong with them as actors, I think they're good. They're good actors.
Yeah.
But when I saw Zoe Saldana and Ashton Kutcher interact, I said, that's what I'm talking about. That they look more like a couple.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So you have that. And I think Guess Who is funnier by far, a lot funnier, and it has more heart to me. It feels like there's more meat to the movie somehow. Like Bernie Mac seems a little more well-rounded. Every character seems a little more well-rounded, if I could say that.
For me, You People was like, I feel like, because I was thinking about it while you were speaking, I'm like, yeah, like I felt like You People was pointing out the flaws within both cultures and communities, and they were heavily more focused on that. Like, yeah, often the reason why people can't be together is because these ignorant things within our own communities, and we're not allowing people to, like, we're not taking and learning from each other, and we're not actually trying to grow and become better as a community. Like, we don't have that much differences, right? And I think that's like the point of the movie, and it was more focused on that point than actually like the relationship.
I agree.
And then Guess Who was really about a relationship.
About a relationship,
Really about
multiple
a
relationships.
Multiple relationships.
The relationship, because, at the end of You People, you see the parents come around eventually, right?
Yes.
But it's kind of like they have an epiphany. Yes. And I'm going to mostly speak about Eddie Murphy's character, because it mostly seems like at the end, after the blow up scene, which I thought was probably my favorite scene, maybe when Eddie, when the kids blew up at the opposite parents.
Oh yeah.
And I felt bad for the mom.
Yeah,
because
mom
I'm like,
didn't feel as valid as
because I'm
Jonas.
like, she is being weird. She is treating her like just like a black person.
Yeah.
But you could tell it wasn't out of spite, or she wasn't being.
No, I actually
about it.
didn't think she like.
I think
I didn't think she was like the character. I was like, I mean, like, if you wanted that moment to be really, really like meaningful, like, then the mother should have been like a little bit more on like. More aggressive, more worse. She should have been more likable.
She didn't seem
she was likable.
She was lovable. Forget likable.
Yeah.
She may be my favorite character. I was like, this woman is so funny, and it's like, it's funny because she doesn't know what she's doing.
Yes.
It's not like she's intentionally saying, I'm going to treat this person as a one-dimensional black woman.
Yeah.
She is by accident, but she's also trying, which that was what the movie conveyed.
Can I say something? And I know
No, you can't.
Like, let me just.
There's not a microphone in front of you.
No. So here's something funny. I just want people to like think about it, because we have disabilities. We have visual disabilities, and this is a common thing. Do you understand? This may not go right past a lot of people head. They're like, how can you defend a white one? Shoot, that's rude. Listen, take your feelings out of the side. We literally, when people find out that we have visual problems, we have to like over explain and educate people all the time.
Because some people want to take too much care of you.
Too much.
And it's like,
they don't know.
We'll let you know when we need something.
Yo, it's wild. And I think we grew up getting angry at one point, but then you get older and you're like, yo, people just don't know.
They're trying.
They really are trying.
And I appreciate that over somebody that's just like, I don't give a fuck.
There's people you just come across and they don't try. You go in workplaces, they like, you can see.
There's people the people I don't like are that try to see how blind you are.
Yo.
They're like, well, what can you see?
And
what is this? What is that? And I'm like, I hate that.
The rudest
you're not
thing
my
you can
eye
do.
doctor. But for somebody to kind of I don't want to use the word coddle, but help you to overextend themselves and try to help you a little more than you should. They don't really know better, and you got to have a conversation with them.
Do you understand how many white women I let help me cross the street?
And it's just like,
in my life?
I don't need it, but it'll make their day.
It makes them like, yo, you be surprised.
I would turn it down, but I guess you haven't.
I haven't. I really haven't, because I just feel
I would be
people's
like,
energy
no,
and
I'm
intention,
okay.
bro.
Now, if she was hot, then I'd be like, oh, I'm like,
there's some times
if she's hot, I'd be like, huh?
Listen, if you
I don't know.
if you 42 years old and you still go to the gym and you see me
42, we're talking
42,
I'm
45,
50.
50 and you go to the gym and then it's all in the right place and you smell good and you walk up to me and you notice that and you to cross me, I'ma flirt with you. Be aware of that.
Yo,
I'll flirt with you.
He's a flirter.
Don't offer to come to cross
You
me.
flirted with me earlier. You tried to rub my leg.
I did. He liked it though.
I did not like it at all.
He lying.
But let me say this. Yeah, I usually would turn that down though. Yeah. But if like Camila Cabello wanted to help me across the street, I'd be like, I'd whip a cane right out of my ass.
So just a Spanish. Spanish women is different.
Yeah.
Okay, I get it.
Yeah. So, yeah, I don't think that she should have blew up on it that crazy, but also it's like you can see where Lauren London's coming from as well. I felt bad for her, though. Eddie Murphy, I was like, yeah, this is.
Nah, he deserved it.
But what I was going back to what I was saying, at the end of that movie, it looked like, the mom, I could see her having an epiphany after getting blown up on like that. Mm-hmm. But the dad, it was like, he doesn't even seem like he liked Jonah Hill at all. Like, I didn't see the development of their relationship. It was like he didn't like him until the end, and then he just kind of liked him. He was like, I see what I'm doing wrong, right? But what I like about Guess Who is, from the beginning of the movie, you see Ashton Kutcher and Bernie Mac bumping heads
all the time.
Mostly Bernie Mac just attacking Ashton, right?
Second by
second. And then slowly as the movie goes along, with a lot of funny moments in between, something happens that brings them together, where they have to work together. Then that's when they start liking it, when Percy starts liking Ashton Kutcher. That's what I like more about the movie. I feel like there's more of an escalation.
Yeah.
It feels
more genuine.
Yeah, not taking anything away from you people, but like you said, it was, you can't focus on everything. Mm-hmm. They had a different focus in that movie, which I could see and I can respect. But in my mind, if I'm gonna watch a movie with that story,
you want to see more development.
Guess Who is a great movie.
No,
it is so funny. I was surprised you liked it as much.
What?
I thought it was just me. Like when I showed it to you. Yeah.
Guess Who was fantastic.
When I showed it to you, I'm like, they're not gonna like it that much, because I was like, maybe I like it so much because I was a kid when I first watched it and I grew up with it, but it holds up every time. Before he got here, I was cracking up watching it.
No, Guess Who was fantastic, man.
When Zoe and Ashton are playing around and Ashton got the lingerie on, and then she's grabbing him up because she's trying to take it off, and then Bernie Mac walks in the room. So great. Bernie Mac was so great. I don't think I've ever seen him in a better role.
The hotel thing about trying to take him to the hotel.
Take him to the hotel.
Oh my God. He was not having it.
And Ashton Kutcher was so funny in his own, like everybody. And then what I also liked about the movie is that the mom was more on both, in the middle.
Yeah.
In You People, the mom was as rigid as Eddie was.
Yeah.
But in
she took her husband's side.
And Guess Who, the mom was like, give him a chance, see where it goes. She was in between.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So if you want to see a great movie, 5 out of 5 movie, nothing's wrong with it. Go watch Guess Who. It's on Peacock. I believe it's on Amazon Prime. Perfect movie for Valentine's Day.
Boom.
Perfect movie. There has been criticism from Madonna about people's criticism
About
towards her. She came out the other day at like the Grammys or something like that, which is like, who watches that anyway? Really?
I forgot it was
She
on.
came out at the Grammys, right? And people were commenting on her appearance. She clapped back and said that this commenting on her appearance was about sexism and misogyny.
Go ahead.
No, wait. Excuse me. Ageism and misogyny, right? Now, not saying that doesn't exist. In this case, though, that's not what this was about. She was deflecting. Did you see the picture?
No. Which one? The heads?
Of her. No, of her face.
Nope.
She's saying that people were criticizing her looks and it was ageist of them to do so. It cannot be ageist. You know why? Because she don't look old. What we're commenting on is the plastic surgery job that looks very obvious. She obviously got her face done, and that's what people were commenting on. It wasn't people saying she looks old or she's doing certain things that a woman should be doing at her age, which people have criticized Madonna for. I don't even care about that.
I don't care.
But I'm saying it wasn't about how old she looked, because nobody said, damn, you look old as hell. Like, you look ancient. You look like a fucking, mummy. That's not what it was about. It was about the work done. And this is what I got to say to that. Bro, the work is being done too much. Like, you see these people, they look like Halloween masks. It's too much. Yeah. And it's like so obvious. And I understand, especially women, they want to keep an appearance up into their later age. There's nothing wrong with that, right? Getting work done is not that bad. I don't think it's bad at all. Getting your lips, getting your forehead, whatever you want to do, right? But the same thing I said with AI. There comes to a certain point where you got to go,
too much
this is enough. Mm-hmm. Some of these people are walking around looking inhuman, looking like dolls, looking crazy. And it's like, it becomes like an addiction. And I think they lose sight of what a human being looks like, because they look crazy. And I don't come on this show and I don't bash people's appearances. I try not to do it in my personal life either. I would never do, this person looks old, this person is ugly. But what I will point out is if somebody had a lot of plastic surgery done, because you looking wild.
It's so crazy. To me, this is such a subject I don't care about, because I don't even like it.
Plastic surgery.
I hate it.
It doesn't look, you look like a doll. You look like you're like almost unhuman.
The way I view myself, I like to view others.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? Like, what I value, like, learn to love myself. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I love people. Like, as somebody who's never got my eye taken out to make it look a certain type of way that's more appealing, and people tell me, take your eye out and look similar so people can like you more and you'll get more women and more attractive. I never wanted to do anything in life for somebody else's approval. I hate that feeling. So I really adore and respect any man or woman that's like, fuck what you think. I'm great.
Listen, you want to get your nose done? I know of people
That's fine.
that have gotten their nose done and they look better. I've seen a lot of pictures of people who do plastic surgery in their earlier, not plastic surgery, they do like reconstructive surgery, I think. It happens a lot in Korea.
Yeah.
A lot in Korea.
It's really bad.
Right? But some of the people dead ass look great after. Mm-hmm. But the difference is they're younger and they're not doing the same. I don't think they're doing the same surgeries as these people who are aging do. Yeah. They're not freezing their face. They're not making their cheeks look like a chipmunk with 10 nuts in their mouth. It's like a whole different ballgame. It's like, I understand you don't want to age. I don't want to get old, right? But even a lot of the guys, there's guy celebrities that look crazy. And it's like, how do you not see that this is worse than you looking old? You know what I mean? Like, this surgery you did is worse than if you just aged. Some people don't age gracefully. Yeah. I understand. But you want to get a little work done. That is perfectly understandable. But when you go too far, you look crazy. Yeah. Like,
the only thing I want to do is fix my teeth. And
you just got to be like, you just want to pull them aside and just be like,
okay. Chill, homie, okay?
Like, that's what the doctor should say.
Yeah, chill.
She's like, how about, you come in after 48 surgeries, and of course the doctors are with it because they want to make the money.
Of course, yeah.
And like I think they come in, lips are out to here.
Everybody makes money off of it.
Forehead is like like frozen.
Yeah.
And they're just like, I think what I think I need to do? I think I need to do an eyebrow lift.
Okay.
I mean, what's
Chill,
crazy?
homie, okay?
What's crazy?
Chill.
Seeing like Kim Kardashian,
And she's not even that bad, by the way.
But you saw how she lost all that weight,
Yeah.
and how like everybody's like trying to keep. Now they're switching over to going back to the skinny white girl look, and it's just it just shows me like when back in the day it was like it's because you men. I'm like, yo, it's not us anymore. Like, remember when we were kids, it was always blamed on us. Men make us do this. Men make us do this. Y'all are attracted to this. What are you talking about? Now y'all just follow Kim Kardashian and models. So like you're not doing it for us. So it can't be us
Isn't that the
anymore.
argument anyway that women say anything about makeup and dressing? They go, we do it for ourselves anyway. Isn't that what they say about like most of that stuff?
It's they don't know what they're talking about. There's either women like when you say why do you wear makeup why do you do this and change your body because you like I still hear to this.
I always hear the argument that women say, well, I do it for me.
I still hear women say you guys are the ones that buy this. You guys are the ones that still do this. You guys like it's your fault. I still hear that argument too.
I like mostly natural women.
Same.
I'm just gonna put that out there. A little, like I said, a little surgery. I've seen surgeries that you look bad, but it's not my prefer.
No.
It's not my prefer. There is some people out there. I'm not gonna name names. Some celebrities where I would rather fuck their husbands. And I'm not even gay. Their husbands are prettier because it's just like you went off.
Wow.
And I'm like, you need to be in a horror movie.
Wow.
Because your husband's hotter. I'd rather.
You gotta tell me off air who those are.
I'd rather. I'm no.
Do y'all want that to be a Patreon?
I'm not. No, because I don't want to throw people out there like that. I don't like doing that. I don't like calling people ugly. It's like it's really. It's not something I want to do, and it's not something. I mean, because beauty's subjective anyway. But
Very
I think
true.
that this is
Very
something
true.
that we all can agree on. When you see somebody looking like a cartoon character, it's universally, which is what I think happened in this situation. It wasn't ageism. It wasn't misogyny. It was straight up, wow, this is different.
I think the whole country has ADHDs because I'm still on the dressing up with baby heads.
Yeah, I
I don't even care about the plastic surgery. I'm still on that.
The only thing I know from Madonna, I don't listen to her music. I know she did an interview with Howard Stern years ago that I really liked, and I think she looked pretty in that interview. I don't know how many years ago that was by now, but when she did the interview, I looked at her. She looked really pretty. Mm-hmm. She was nice. I thought she was a great interview. That's all I know. That's all my opinions based off of is that one interview, and I liked her. I think she's pointing at the wrong thing here. That's my only concern. I think she's making that a scapegoat.
Oh, damn.
In Korea, right? Check this out. Before we go. In Korea, I was watching this video by Stephanie So, great YouTuber.
That's a great name.
Yeah. So she was doing this video on the horrors of plastic surgery in Korea. Check this out.
They go through it all.
Check this out. So she was telling the story about how this kid was getting his jaw done, I believe. So the hospital gets a call from the plastic surgeon, and they go, we got a guy. He's a little banged up. He needs some help, basically. Okay. Kid shows up. Guy's dead. They drop him off dead. And they're like, what happened? So the mother starts investigating, and she goes in, and she's like, yo, like, I want to know what happened. So the plastic surgery place goes, of course, you can have the tapes of the surgery, right? Gives the mom the tapes. The mom watches, studies the tapes. You would think a place that gave the tapes up has nothing to hide. They had everything to hide.
Now you know you're retarded.
What happened was the kid bled out on the table for hours. And on the tape, you see the nurse walking by and mop his blood up 12 times. Never a thought to go, losing a little, he lost an absurd amount of blood. I don't even want to put the number out because I forgot it, right? Then another person goes into surgery. She told another story of somebody who went in for a nose job, face paralyzed. Somebody else gets some
supposed to be
surgery.
simple.
Somebody else gets a surgery. She told a third story that I don't remember, so make sure you go watch her video because it's better than I can summarize
Stephanie
it.
Sue.
Stephanie So.
So.
She makes great videos.
I said Sue.
All right? Very popular. You probably know her already because she's like millions of followers.
Mm-hmm.
What happens is, why this is happening, you ask? Nobody asked, but I'm going to tell you why. What they found also on that footage was the doctor will start the surgery, put you under. They find the doctors walk out of the room and another phantom surgeon comes in and does the job. So what they got from this is, so let's say you want plastic surgery, right?
Yeah.
You go, I want to go to the best of the best. So let's say we go to Tom's the best.
Mm-hmm.
So you go to Tom's office, you do a consultation, and he goes, it's going to be X amount of money, so you get it done. Tom is the face of this because he's so well known.
But Dick is the one doing it.
But Dick or any Dick and Harry is doing it. So they have these other guys that come in and actually perform the surgeries, so that these well-known faces go out to make more to make more appointments. And they have like 3 or 4, 5 people in this practice going at once, getting work done by all these doctors, while the other guy goes out and makes the sales. And the doctors that make the sales make most of the money, actually.
Wow.
And the person doing the surgery, who is not, a lot of times isn't even trained. Sometimes they're dentists or something. And they just go, I want to do a nose job. Let's see what happens. So that's what they discovered after a while in Korea. And the mother of the child who this horrible thing happened to,
Wow.
they put a new law in where they have to have cameras in for a lot of surgeries, for most surgeries except for like emergency surgeries. But for anything like plastic and stuff, they have to have or reconstructive, anything like that, aesthetically, they need to have cameras in there because of this whole ring of criminals.
This is literally I thought they were about to steal organs.
Nah, I mean, it probably also happens. That
my
happens everywhere. So you can check out the full video, but that's basically a summary of what went down. Tomorrow's your birthday.
That tomorrow is my bet.
Happy birthday!
Tomorrow, I was making sure because I got the text of all the supplies for tomorrow.
We got Coke, heroin,
Damn.
meth. What we got? What
None
we
of the
doing?
above
Come on,
yet.
shoot me up. Come on.
You want to get shot?
Come on.
Nah,
Not like
there's a lot of
Come
fentanyl.
on. Come on. I don't want that.
I mean,
You ain't seeing next year. You get that.
You're not seeing the next minute. So we got some wine coming up. Some protection.
We're gonna go to
some
the Cheesecake Factory,
Cheesecake Factory.
which I'm gonna. Can I drop this bomb on you right
What's
now?
up? What's up?
I'll do it later.
You don't want to.
I don't want to tell you now.
It
I'll tell
doesn't
you
really
later.
matter about you though. Anyway.
No, I'm not saying it does, but it's just something funny.
Oh, okay.
It's nothing that's gonna, nothing that you need to worry about.
I got you.
No, it's just, I won't tell you. I'll tell you when we're done. I'll tell you
lot
not
of
when we're done with
topics.
this episode. When we're done with your birthday,
I bet.
I'll tell you about it because I also want to see how things play out anyway.
Yeah.
So we're gonna go to the Cheesecake Factory. We're gonna go to the mall. We're gonna have a good time.
Yeah.
And any other special plans for your birthday besides fucking?
Can't wait to see my hotel room.
Go to the hotel.
Then we're looking out, we're looking for some activities in that city, see what's going on. I haven't been to a club or a bar in like mad long.
Right, you'll be
since like COVID.
Yeah, I won't be there.
No, he won't be there. He's not the type of guy to go with me.
I just talked about clubs with Clay. Clay, you go with Clay. He loves clubs.
Oh, he does he?
I don't like clubs.
I mean, Clay needs to do that. And
I don't do the club.
Good old, when we
There's
see each
literally nothing for me there.
Whatever.
It is not for me.
Like, I don't know. It's so weird to have a guy that's really sociable that would really just vibe.
Because there's nothing to talk about at a club. Who am I talking to?
I don't know. I like the times I've went, bro. Like people just there's a lot of people chilling and just talking up and talking about movies and
At
smoking.
a club?
Yo, honestly,
Is this a movie club?
People like to just dance, chill, drink a little bit, and just step outside and vape or smoke a cigar and chilling. Literally, bro, I spent like 45 minutes outside. Didn't expect to with a bunch of white kids in Maine, and that we actually had some really dope conversations. Like,
Listen,
it was actually lit.
the club
Like, I don't
is
know,
for
bro.
a lot of
Wow.
people. I don't want to generalize and say that it's bad, that it's horrible, which I would say for most things.
I think it
no.
depends on what type of club you're going, what type of vibe
Yeah,
you want.
yeah. But it's not for me, I would say that. It's for some people. But I hope you have a great birthday. I will be there.
You will be there for the morning. Afternoon party.
for the morning and the afternoon.
Yeah.
And we're going to have a great time.
We are.
And we had a great time on this episode.
No, we did.
If you are watching this on YouTube, always remember we are on Spotify and we are on Apple. If you're watching this on one of those, make sure you go to youtube.com/@GKBPOD. And remember, we have a lot of videos that we put up that are not podcasts. We have our Friday videos that are usually taste tests. We have other exciting things going on.
Mm-hmm.
Listen, hit us up on IG. Gritty knows best.
Yup. Most
Peace
great
and
adventure.
love. See you next time.